Santa Clara. We are counting down to Super Bowl 60, and we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence, these guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Now Stroud. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they hit.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Stroud out of the gun here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Texans are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
60
Second and 6. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back to throw again. This pass is caught by London. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Go, Reed, go! Steady.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go, here we go. That's it.
They'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
18, 5 here.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. That is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Drake London, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Texas. All right. 18. What's up?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. The man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
11.
Throwing now is Stroud. This one taken in by... And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here goes Stroud again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, the ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, caught by London. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
For a gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, it's Hampton. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Come on. Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Seahawks will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Texans 7.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. He completes it to Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. Olave over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Stroud now to throw. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one deep for London. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, thinking about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would run here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Bates' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Pass complete down in the clear. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stroud. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Texans, 1st down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again is Stroud. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The pass caught by Olave. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And it's caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Stroud keeps it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Ryland on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Texans 14.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Play action. Stroud now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And the Texans.
Stroud off the play fake. Short throw caught by Pitts. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Stroud will look to throw once more. Olave holds it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half, it might provide a psychological boost. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Stroud. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. That's complete to DK. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one deep for London. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19, 18.
They'll set up to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texans 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, guys, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Let's go. 18, Pioneers. Smash. Warriors, 17. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
2nd and 9 now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Stroud to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Stroud. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Stroud keeps it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. He is out of bounds right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Panther 50, Panther 60, cut back 10, cut, Panther 11, Panther 11, trap 50, trap 60, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler, go.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Here's a diving catch right side.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks. 19. 1st and 10 at the
back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Still going inside the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down in the yard. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Stroud looking to throw.
And he's got it.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Stroud keeps it.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Stroud keeps it.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
70, Timberwolf. Street.
They'll work inside here. Hampton.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
18 Rattler. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
2nd and 4. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
First down.
Let's go now.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal, a loss of 12.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Throwing now is Stroud. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Olave over the middle.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And Stroud now to throw.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The give is to McLaughlin. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Get it? Left six, Cougar 19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Picked up by Ricky Van Rory. And the Texans are on 24-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie. That is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one taken in by Olave. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a timeout as they tend to the injured player, and not the man they would want to see. That's Chris Olave getting medical attention. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they take a knee. And the Lone Star State has a new champion. It's the Houston Texans, kings of the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
What a moment. Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Houston Texans. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.